Hello, everybody. Yeah. Welcome. Tonight is Cafe Cheshme's Song Challenge Volume 3.
Challenge.
So let's do some introductions all around, starting with Megumi.
Hi, Megumi.
That's really great.
Graceful.
And out there on the interweb, as he so perfectly calls it, it's Mr. Sam Bennett.
Sam Bennett.
And from the distant wilds of Japan, it's Robert Moreau.
Rob.
Hey!
Thank you.
And my name's Kelly, and this is Cafe Judgment TV.
Cafe Judgment TV.
Judgment TV!
And Sam, I think you need to introduce your friend there so our watchers can see who you're spending the evening with.
Yeah, this is a dear old friend of mine, born and raised in Cleveland, but of Tibetan heritage. And he changes his name every day. I'm not sure what it is today. Something like Leopold, or I'm not sure. And you don't want to call him by the wrong name. He gets really, really upset. So it's better just not to talk about names.
Okay.
So for those of you who are joining us maybe for the first time, the Song Challenge has been something that's kind of organically grew from the folks present here tonight quite a while ago, almost 6 months ago now, I think.
Yeah, this is the third one.
And the way it works is we come up with a couple of topics and we put that out to the folks in the community, and they can do anything with the topic. They can do music, dance, poetry, cinema, anything, whatever they get excited about. So tonight's themes, what are they?
We have two themes, and one is reflecting skin. 日本語だと反射する肌かな。Then another one is the edge. But you don't have to use the edge. You can use that in on the edge, off the edge, edgy, anything including edge. So 日本語だとエッジ、縁とか。エッジ。縁とか鋭いとか。それは辞書で見てください。
It's kind of exciting to have the...
So I'm so curious who choose which one and how they interpret.
Oh, sorry. So it's very, very exciting. And we've got some great artists tonight.
Yes.
And I think the genres and styles are all over the place today, which is one of the things we love about this challenge.
It's a great thing about Cheshme TV. It's just the variety that comes here. Fantastic.
We're super lucky. I mean, the cafe itself was crazy diverse with different kinds of things going on. And it's been so wonderful to have people from so many different communities, you know, not only in Japan, but from all over the planet.
Yeah.
Support the show since we started.
We're so lucky.
Yeah. But none as much as the two gentlemen who joined us tonight. You guys have been there with us from the beginning.
Oh, that's right. We love you.
So we've got some fun and some diverse music to go. Do you think we should kick it off?
Yeah, let's start. So who's first?
Okay, so first tonight we have Spaces Sound.
From Germany.
Yep. And this is a wonderfully interesting piece. So let's go ahead and run it, and then we can come back and talk about it a bit.
Sure.
All right, here we go. Wow.
Intensity.
Very intense. Very intense.
Thank you, Spaces Sound.
Absolutely brilliant video, and the music is so intense.
The video is so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay, I don't know if you're watching this, but you gotta tell us how you made that.
Yeah, we're very curious about that. It's a very interesting effect, and it was nice. It was nice to see such a minimal approach. Just kind of like I really tend to like videos that are just kind of one idea. Just there it is. Let's get as much out of this one simple idea as possible, as opposed to jumping from this to this to this to this. It was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really intense, and I'm so curious about the music and instrumentation as well. The pulsing was powerful.
It reminded me of a drawing, like an ink drawing or something that moved, and that was just really fascinating.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
See,
I see Cheryl Myers is here with us. She says, "Whoa, intense visuals there."
Hi,
Yes,
Cheryl.
indeed.
Daryl!
Chikako-san's out there too.
Hey,
Kelly.
Chikako-san.
And
Kelly.
Lex.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Kelly.
Alexa.
Oh yeah.
So you have a little bit of information about Space Sounds, right?
Yeah, releases a new album. You can check the spacessound.bandcamp.com. Spaces Sound.
And they're based in Berlin.
Yeah.
So get yourselves over there and hear
yeah,
some
this
more.
one's theme was the, maybe you feel that too, edgy feeling.
Yeah.
I was wondering though, was that based on the Edge theme, or was it based on reflecting skin? Because we were seeing some skin there for
There
sure.
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
let's say both.
Nailed it.
Definitely nailed
Midnight.
it.
Nailed.
Hey, Joan.
Hey, Joan.
Oh,
Joan.
amazing.
Wow, what an incredible video. I hope we'll be seeing more from Spaces Sound soon. Nah.
That was good.
So coming up next, we have Chikako Shigetomi with us, right?
ちかこさん、行きますよ。Yeah, she's on the chat board there.
Hello,
And she
Chikako.
used to join our open mic every time with her original materials.
So is Chikako-san based in Tokyo?
Yes. ちかこさん、東京だよね。I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's wonderful. We've seen her perform quite a few times over the time when Chesh was open.
Yeah, Lex loves her performance.
Yeah, because she's awesome. All right, let's run her video. Shall we? Here we go.
Reflecting skin, memories of summertime. We dive in, bedsheets and climb. You kiss my skin. Like I'm loving summertime. You make my head spin. You watch our precious time. Unless you go within, I feel like a victim of a crime. We laugh and scream. We are happy when we rhyme. the summertime and you see the begin. I also need lifetime. I love again. To a dream I had in time. Do you come back? I'm asking, but it's just a dream of nighttime. Everything is gone. But there is a summertime. Champagne bubbles is gone. I cry alone a bedtime. Reflecting skin, memories of summertime. I'm still hearing, but you never noticed the chime. Everything is gone. Memories of summertime. Champagne bubbles gone. I cry alone at bedtime.
イエーイ、
Right.
ちかこさん。
That is a really, really cool piece of music.
Trippy.
I really
As
dug that.
usual.
I really dug that.
I think one of the things I've always loved about her music is that she's so experimental in in how she brings sounds together. It's amazing.
At the open mic, she used to sing in French a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
ちかこさん、フランス語ですよね。英語よりね。
Oh,
That's very cool.
なるほど.
So,
Well, the total track, I found just to be completely delightful, and I really like how it was really like reminiscent of like an old, slightly rusty, cranky little machine, like some really cute little machine, you know, not some big giant, just some little machine with little gears that kind of mess up every now and then, you know, and those lovely melodic phrases going all through it, and the wonderful keyboard textures and everything. I don't know, the whole thing was just, I was really impressed with that. I thought it was great piece of music.
It's quite magical. Yeah.
ね
Yeah,
ちかこさん
exactly.
もっと
It's
作っ
very
てください。
Yeah, it's quite mysterious, you know, and it's not easy to do, to get a really truly mysterious vibe in music. You know, it's like, what is that, and what, you know, this combination of sounds is so fresh, you know. All in all, I was just really impressed.
And that's
Yeah.
our first entry with Reflecting Skin as the theme
Yes,
tonight.
that was Reflecting Skin.
Mm.
Cool.
And we're completely mystified by the image in the video. We had no idea what we were looking at, but we were loving looking at
ち
it.
かこさん、あのイメージは何ですか？
It must be said that Mr. Robert Moreau suggested that it looked like a couple of peeled potatoes.
Keep them
I wouldn't disagree. I would not disagree. Potatoes, perhaps.
Chikako-san, ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
Very nice.
So from here on out, our artists are going to be sharing 2 tracks. So one on the theme, and one to show us what else they're doing, right?
Sure.
Yep. So I think coming up next we've got Jeffrey Johnson,
Jeffrey
right?
Johnson from Tokyo Poetry Journal.
Ina, do you want to tell us a little bit about what we're going to see?
I think Sam recorded with him on this one.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that's right. That's right. I put the music to this one.
So music
Yeah.
is Sam and the poem is Jeffrey.
And video is
I just whipped up, the video.
is by Megan.
Yeah.
Oh, Megami, you put the video together for this.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So this is a real community action initiative.
Yeah, it's a collaboration of everybody.
Very cool. And which theme are we looking at for this one?
Kind of reflecting skin, more like a sizzling feel, but yeah, reflecting
All right.
skin.
Should we kick it off?
Let's go.
Can't beat the heat. Summer. Waves rise off concrete. Liquid chewing gum burned onto bare feet. You can't beat the heat. You cannot beat the heat. Railroad trestles, BB gun fights, under the street lamps of steamy Mississippi nights. You can't beat the heat. You cannot beat the heat. Head down to nowhere, straight as railroad ties. Black cats listening for Huck Finn's lies. You can't beat the heat. You cannot beat the heat. Lethargic, boiled languid, liquid and limp, molding, rotting, and fetid. You can't beat the heat. You cannot beat the heat. Fire quenched with ice. Beat the heat. Nobody beats the heat. Ain't nobody beats the heat.
And we're back.
Uh,
Yeah, felt the
Yeah.
sunshine.
Nah, that's summer.
yeah, that Jeffrey Johnson, poet Jeffrey Johnson, based here in Tokyo, is somebody that I've been working with off and on for a number of years, because he was one of the first people to first regulars at our event, Drunk Poets See God.
Ah,
Yeah, and so Jeffrey has been to just how many of those, so many of them, over the years. And we started kind of working together a little bit in that context. And then he's, over the years, a couple of times has come over here to my studio, and we've recorded some stuff together, like, for example, that piece that, we just heard. So actually, we have a fair amount of material together, maybe 10 or 12 poems. And
okay.
yeah, and it's all I've got them all on a page at my website at polarityrecords.com. So if you go there to polarityrecords.com and scroll down the top page, you'll see all sorts of little links to other stuff on the site, and you'll see a page. You'll see you scroll by and you'll see something that says bands, and it's all these bands that I've been
Okay.
a part of. And under that category, there's one clickable link, which is Jeffrey Johnson and Sam Bennett.
Mhm.
So it's pretty easy to find from the top page at polarityrecords.com. Yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely check that because that
Check it out.
That sound brought the poem so alive.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I really felt like it was sweltering in the South somewhere.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So if you don't know, folks, the Drunk Poets See
Yes,
God
yes.
is something absolutely brilliant that's gone on for years. And some of the most amazing creative people are a part of that. And definitely keep your ears open, because as soon as the world is safe again, that's going to come back, and you got to make that a priority.
Yeah, we'll start it up again. Me and my partner, Sorsha Chisholm, we've been running that for 7 years or something, a long time. Rob's been a regular over there on many an occasion as well, bringing his mandolin over and making a little joyful noise, for sure.
It's a great event. And again, you know, like the kind of buzzword there is variety, and you just get so many different things, right? So a
That's
lot of
right.
fun.
That's right. Yeah.
I regret I only had because we've been open at the same time that those shows are going on, so I only got a chance to go over once, and I was just
That's right.
absolutely blown away by what I saw.
Yeah, that's right. Because you've got a place to run as well.
But man, the storytelling, poetry, music, people who just having a moment conversation at the bar with turns into something profound. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So we've got another piece from Jeffrey that we're going to share tonight. Well,
Actually, with sound.
oh, it's Sam. Okay.
Oh, I'm on this one too, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Morgan Fisher is on keyboards as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's from a live thing. Not at Drunk Poets See God. It was another event, but yeah.
Let's check out.
Here we go.
Shoot him down.
My heroes are dead. Took bullets to the head. Shots ring. Empty shells. Ping, ping, ping. Hear the cicada ring? Bleed out. Laying there on the floor. The cameras whir and record. And you and me, we get spattered. What nothing, nobody should ever see. The cicada waits generations to cry in pain and joy. Shells pop, shots ring, goes ping, ping, ping. They changed names and directions. They did things no one could foresee. And we all got spattered. Their eyes went blank. Heroes take bullets. Ping, ping, ping. We all run to hide. You reach the end and nobody's at your side. Nobody standing at your side. And you bleed out for everyone to see. Cameras whir. Blood-stained decades in a bloody, twisted memory. Heroes take bullets. Ping, ping, ping. That little sound changed everything. I wonder, were we worth it? You and me. Cicada waits on the Messiah. Shells pop, shots ring. Emptiness sings ping, ping, ping.
Yay, yay. That's some kind of
Yeah.
release party, I think.
Yeah, I think that was from a Tokyo Poetry Journal event, and that was at a place which doesn't exist anymore, and I forget the name of it.
That was in Aoyama? The
Yes.
one in Aoyama?
Yes, in
Near the
Aoyama.
United Nations building.
Was it? I don't know. I don't remember now. But anyway, I think the venue is not there anymore. But that was Morgan Fisher on keyboards, and yours truly on whatever I was doing. I'm not just vocal noises and some percussion and whatnot. Yeah.
That was so cool. I thought one time you were scratching your tummy, but you had some tiny things.
Oh right, yeah. That might have been the it's probably the just the one stringer. I'm probably banging on it or scraping on it, you know. So. And at the same time, I might have been scratching an itch on my tummy. It's entirely possible.
It's so cool. That's another example of just how much amazing collaboration's going on out
Yeah.
there between the folks in this community too. Because Morgan's just down the road from us and is always doing something creative. Sam's always
Yeah.
doing something creative. So it's pretty awesome. So I think next up,
Yeah, speaking of,
the man himself.
Oh, am I
Mr.
next?
You are.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
yay.
So Sam,
right,
I'm
well,
going to
let
put
me,
you up full screen.
Yes, please.
Okay. Let me strap on here. Yeah. Check 1, 2. So yeah, the themes. You know, I love these. I love these themes. These challenge ideas. This time around, I decided to go with the edge as for my song, and I wrote this tune. I went for a long time without doing anything with it because to be honest, I was a little stumped about what to do with the theme. But then I got an idea, and once I had the idea, the song came pretty quickly. So the song is called "On My Way to the Edge." Can you hear me okay? Good. You see those towering cliffs out in the distance that jut straight out into the sea. Those steep rocky crags out there, they're calling me. It'll take me more than half the day on foot to get there, crossing forests and hills, rivers and streams. But I haven't seen those mighty seaside cliffs, people in my dreams. And that's my destination. Might be my salvation. I'm on my way to the edge. I've heard some people use that old word, destiny, and I was never sure just what it meant. But now on some kind of mystic wing, feels like some message has been sent. It says those daring cliffs out on the shore, they hold some kind of special key, and the ocean waves that break against the rocks below, you know they're whispering to me. So that's my destination, might be my salvation. I'm on my way to the edge. There's a certain taste to the wind that's blowing up there, a hint of eternity in that salt sea air, in that salt sea air. Eternity. Now when I reach that place up above the sea, you might think you know what I'm gonna do, but I ain't told nobody for sure about that, and I sure ain't telling you. That's between me and the sky and the earth below my feet and the pounding sea down further still. There's a moment of truth waiting there and only there, and things will happen as they will. 'Cause that's my destination, might be my salvation. I'm on my way to the edge. On my way to the edge. Yeah. Yeah. So that was for the theme. And like I said, I was really stumped at first. The edge. What am I gonna do with that? Then somehow it all came together. I'm gonna do one more too tonight. But do one more that's actually kind of an old tune, but I've very, very rarely performed it. I used to do it every now and then. We did it a few times with I did it a few times with Mr. Ken Shima, in a band we used to have called Medicine Bone. And the song is called Crow. And but just today I was thinking, well, I might like to do that tune tonight on the show, and it just hit me that it kind of needed a bridge. I had 4 verses and a refrain for each verse, but so today I wrote a bridge for it, and I figured I'd try it out. You know, it's a very, very old song with a brand new bridge, and for most people it'll be totally new anyway. So let me try it. It's called Crow. Thinking about my baby when a crow flew overhead. Then I had an awful vision. I saw my baby lying dead. I heard the black crow's voice. He said, call, call, call. Then I heard the sirens wailing, the approaching of the law. depiction of the law. Policeman pulled me to the ground. The sky began to swirl. One of them leaned down to my ear. He whispered, "Why'd you kill that girl?" But their faces went out of focus. It was all a blur to me. That black crow circling up above was all that I could see. Was all I could see. Well, they took me to the jailhouse, kept me awake for a week. By the end, I was weeping and trembling. I couldn't even speak. But they got what they wanted. Yes, they know their profession. After days of deprivation, they had my signed confession. Had my signed confession. Lord have mercy. Those dirty bastards almost made me believe that in fact I had killed my woman. They almost made me think so. It's crazy where the mind can go and what the mind will do with those bright lights in your face. Then they throw you in a tiny room, just as pitch black as that old crow. Now I'll be here in this prison until the end of my days. Sometime I think about my baby. Sometimes my mind's just a haze. But I look out my cell window, and like a shadow, don't you know, I see him circling in the distance, that old black crow. All right, thank you. Black Crow, old Black Crow. The song's called Crow. Yeah. One of those unfortunate tales. Oh, thank you.
So we got a couple of comments.
Yes.
Morgan says, "Sam, your falsetto is so real."
Woohoo! Thank you, Morgan.
And he went on to say, "All of Sam's vegan shirt is chock full of vitamins."
Yes. Eat your vegetables, kids.
So you said you didn't have an idea for the edge at first. What pushed you over the edge to having an idea there?
That's a good seg right there. That's like some top-notch host talk right there. What good question, man. Honestly, I'm not really sure. Just I thought, well, the edge of what? And then I just got the cliffs image, you know, the cliff, the really imposing cliffs on the edge of land, jutting out into the sea. And from there, it just kind of all fell together. Just, you know, I thought, well, what are you going to do with these cliffs? It's a goal. Obviously the person singing the song is trying to get there. And there's plenty of hints that once he's there, he's going to jump. But on the other hand, it's never explicitly stated, and he refuses to say in the last verse. I say, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. And I think maybe even he doesn't know. But there's some kind of notion that there's a kind of destiny that's calling him to those cliffs with the sea pounding and the power of it and the salt air, and he's got to get there, and then maybe he'll see what's supposed to happen. He says, that's my destination, might be my salvation. So, yeah, it's kind of open-ended,
We were talking offline during one of the other breaks about, what a poet you are in your music. And I often think of you as a bard because I feel like you're telling me stories when I listen to your songs, and I love that.
Yeah, well, tonight's tunes were definitely kind of story songs, especially The Crow. It's kind of got the arc of the story, right there.
Oh, that totally sucked me right in. I mean,
Cool.
That was just great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's gratifying. Thanks so much.
So Duncan's asking, do you encounter many crows on a daily basis?
Absolutely. I mean, this is Tokyo, man. We've got so many crows. I live across the street from a park, and the crows, just forget about it. I mean, they're everywhere.
The crows here are also bigger than most people's dogs.
I'm telling you. Yeah. It's true. I mean, there's that trend, especially popular in the last few years, of people in Tokyo having these little tiny dogs, and often the crows really are bigger than their dogs, Yeah. There's some big crows here. I think there's some of the biggest crows of anywhere, because you see crows like in the States, they tend to be smaller, and the crows I've seen elsewhere, some of these crows in Tokyo, man, they're big.
One of my friends, he called them jungle crows. And I don't know if that's a real thing, but that's jungle crow.
Urban jungle crows.
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds about right.
Maybe it's a crow movement of some kind, jungle crows.
Yeah. I think they don't call it jungle crows anymore, though. It's called drum and bass crows now.
Right.
Drum and bass crows.
Oh.
Well, before we
Hey,
go
Sorsha tuned in. She said, "Stone them crows." Great tune, Sam. Thanks, Sorsha.
and Sorsha would know crows being from a band called the Raven's Tail.
Yeah.
That's right. Her murder ballad band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think we're gonna plug next
So
time
thank you,
show just
Sam.
before we head on. Yeah, Sam.
Oh. Thank you.
And Sam, just a reminder, I've got it up under your lower third, but folks can get themselves over to sambennett.bandcamp.com.
Hey, do it. A lot of songs over there. Buy something.
Yes.
Buy one.
Oh, Sam, do you have something new coming out fairly soon as well?
I do, man. I do. I've got a follow-up to that spoken word record I made back a few months ago that was called I Need to Talk to You. So I've got a follow-up to that with 10 more songs that are all kind of spoken with musical track. And that's going to be called Let's Talk Some More.
When's that coming out, Sam?
That should be out. I was going to get it out this month. And as a matter of fact, the record is all done. So I could release it like tomorrow. But I was thinking I would wait until I make about 2 or 3 more videos.
Okay.
Why not, right? And so I can release it with a little bit more promotional material, So I'm thinking about October. Somebody suggested Halloween as a release date. And some of the tunes, somebody said, well, some of the titles of those tunes sound kind of Halloween-y. Mm-hmm. Like I've got a tune called "Communist from Outer Space," and and another tune called "Evil Babies."
Oh yeah,
is
Evil
on
Baby.
there. Yeah, and so they said, well, these already sound like Halloween, so maybe you should just release it on Halloween. That's kind of a good bet, and by then I'll have another couple of videos under my belt. So yeah,
Cool.
let's just officially say it's going to be Halloween release.
Great.
Let's talk some more. Yeah. Thanks.
Making
Rob,
the
for
best
thinking.
holiday even more special this time around.
Yes, there you go.
What you got there?
No, Cheryl is digging on this crow.
Large-billed crow, formerly referred to widely as the jungle crow, is a widespread Asian species of crow. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
They really are urban jungle crows here.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yeah. Cheryl, thanks so much.
Cool. Thanks.
We're gonna
Right on.
do a quick plug for the next show. I'm gonna put up a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
here for a second. So the next show is called Sounds from the Edge, and that's
Yeah.
going to be on 10/9,
Yeah.
same time, 7 p.m. Tokyo time.
Okay.
And we've got a guest called Nine to Earth, who is a band I've been listening to recently and absolutely adore. And I just realized that the title I had for Santa Dharma, who's also joining us for that show, is slid over since I put this on here. And then I'm going to have a couple songs in there as well. But I'm really looking forward to the show. So if you want to hear some music that is, out there on the edge to stay a little bit in theme with what we're doing today.
Are you gonna still go on with the edge, huh?
I am indeed.
Okay.
Then,
Cool.
come and join us for Nine to Earth and Santa Dharma, who are two bands that I absolutely adore. And you got to
Being
hear.
yourself.
Yeah, I can't say I adore myself. That's weird.
Love yourself.
But I'm really looking forward to that show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
So I think you're next, aren't you?
Me and Duncan's on the chat board, and actually we were working together.
Cool.
Yeah. So my piece has a reflecting skin side, and I had no idea like Sam, so I just thought, you know what? I'll ask Duncan. So I asked Duncan with his image, and he has more light shining, on every skin scale or surface. And I thought, I like the idea. So he is actually making the short film for this. So
Cool.
my idea is a soundtrack kind of music this time.
So the video tonight is one you made, but we're going to be
That's a-
releasing Duncan's later, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's the how do you call that, filler?
The filler one.
Backstage.
All right.
It's just filler, folks. Filler.
So should we run it?
Yes, please.
All right, let's do it. Very good, very good, very good.
Thank you,
very
thank you, thank you.
The royalty happened. The royal wave.
See?
You know that.
Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, that that sort of wonderful approach of making just basically what are sort of like animal sounds with your voice is nice thing, good thing.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
And you were doing that just all out in the living room on your lonesome every day.
The iPad,
Yeah.
latest iPad.
I'd be hearing these little sounds coming from the other room. I was in here working and I'd hear some sounds going on or some bells.
I tried a lot of things. I'm so
Good
looking
job.
forward to that Duncan's film.
That's going to be very
How
exciting.
it's gonna turn out. Oh,
Oh, so Duncan is making a different video for this same piece of music. Is that what you're
yes,
saying?
yes, yeah. Because this one's the filler. So-
Filler. Okay.
Yeah, real
okay.
one's coming later.
Ah, okay. I got you.
I just
Yeah,
wrote
yeah.
that Duncan's Vimeo. If you're interested in his works, you can see he has a really unique view
Yeah.
of the world.
Wildly creative person.
Mm.
So, wow, folks are saying beautiful footsteps on the forest floor. And
Thank you,
Morgan
thank
says,
you.
bravo, more please. Amen.
Thank you, Morgan. Hey, Troy from Australia.
So you have one more you're going to share with us tonight too, right?
So that's just the first song I made with this song challenge with the small iPad.
With the tinier one, the old one, right?
Old one.
Wow. And tell us a little bit about this one.
That one was, I think Sam said the theme, that is Snake in the Graveyard.
Yeah, Snakes in the Graveyard.
Yes.
That was our first theme, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 So I made the theme song for a snake. So snake point of view.
That is so cool. Should we share it?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is Megumi's Snake in the Graveyard.
事情は知らないよ濡れた冷たい石の下静かに生きてるだけだから手足なんてただ邪魔なだけ滑って泳いで登って飛んで神の使いか悪の化身か何でもいいけど踏むんじゃないよGood luck, bad luck, I don't know what to believe. Living here for all my life is cold, wet stone. Love me, hate me, fear me, just don't step on me. Behave yourself or I'll bite you hard. Hands and legs are simply overrated. I can slither, swim, climb, and swallow you whole. You seem to believe that I'm mystical, divine servant or devil incarnate. Don't step on me. Thank you. I'm having
Snaky.
so much fun with this creative challenge.
Nah.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't
Keep it going.
make anything.
Well, we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it while we were watching the video. You know, and it was Rob and Johnny that took a cue from Sam's comment about a snake in a graveyard, and 3 events later, here we are.
Yeah. It's been great and so much fun to
Yeah.
see other people's creativity.
And I just love how you've turned the living room here in the kitchen into like a production studio with your iPads. It's so cool.
Kitchen sounds good.
It does. I'll come out and she's on the floor, or she's, you know, somewhere in the corner of the room doing stuff. It's amazing.
I remember the video from the last challenge. I think you were on the floor in the kitchen,
Yeah,
you know,
Yes.
doing that for the last video.
yeah.
That sounds good then.
Great.
Thank you.
You got that, Ann. And you know, we were encouraging Sam earlier about we want to see a book of his stuff. I want to see a Megu album on Bandcamp.
After Rob.
Yeah, a lot of folks are just starting to get Bandcamp pages going. Speaking of Mr. Morgan Fisher, who was commenting earlier, I think Morgan's got something coming underway to make his own Bandcamp page. So I think more and more musicians are doing that, and there's no reason not to, because it is one of the best deals going in terms of the money split, and just, you know, it's kind of cool company, really.
Yeah, I'd love to see that be the place everybody goes for music, because they're treat the artists so fair.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm kind of bummed that so much of what goes on now with music is streaming and on Apple Music and Spotify and you know, just renowned for paying nothing to musicians. I mean, even people that are streamed like thousands of times a day wind up getting these minuscule checks. It's just a scandal, man. It's horrible, you know.
Yeah.
Good God.
Don't use
Not to-
Spotify.
Not to cast a dark glow on the show or anything. It's been a real downer.
But Bandcamp's great. Let's go.
Yeah,
back.
Bandcamp's good.
Yeah.
Bandcamp's
Bandcamp.
amazing. Go Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
I'm looking forward to starting mine in 2022.
Hey.
Yay! My goal.
Yeah.
You too.
After Rob.
No. But I think you guys,
It's not a race, Megan.
let's make an official challenge that both of you will have a Bandcamp release in 2022, early 2022.
Early.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. You can do it. That's still a ways off.
Yes,
Cool.
you can. Yes, you can.
You can do it. Totally.
So mine's done.
Yep.
So who's next?
I don't know.
You don't know. Really? You don't know?
Some guy.
I've heard a
Somehow,
rumor
okay.
to the effect that Kelly Williams has some material for us tonight.
Yeah, I do. I've got a couple songs. So, like Sam, I just a week ago I thought I'm not going to be able to do this challenge because I had nothing, and then I went to bed stressing about it, and woke up the next morning with a song in my head. I don't know. You guys probably know that once in a while you wake up and you can hear the whole thing in your head. It's
Wow.
all there. It doesn't happen
Kinda
very
happens.
often, but once in a while, right?
Wow.
So this song is The Edge, and I was trying to do something a little different with this one, a little different vibe than my usual thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, all right, here we go. I went looking for answers, went looking to find my place, stepped out of my comfort zone, walked out to the wild unknown. Along the way I've seen things, on the road I've met lost souls. I've seen people suffer, I've seen people lose their way. It's been a long time, it's been a long time. I'm standing on the edge, it's been a long time. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. The world's a place without pity, deep holes at every turn. Gotta keep from the edges, find yourself falling down. Now and then there's a light out there, far on the horizon. There are people who change things, people fighting just to keep them the same. It's been a long time, it's been a long time. I'm standing on the edge, it's been a long time. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. One day remember, one day you look back and see everything you left behind, everything that made you blind. There's nothing more to see out here, tired of worry, tired of too much fear. The edge ain't a place you want to live, time to turn around and walk on home. It's been a long time, it's been a long time. I'm standing on the edge, it's been a long time. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. I'm a long way from home, I'm a long way from home. time. I'm standing on the edge, it's been a long time. I'm a long way from home. 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 I'm a long way.
The Edge.
Cool.
Nice one.
Troy is writing, "This is sick, man."
Kel, this is sick.
This is sick, man.
I'm trying to get a more kind of should be in a David Lynch movie kind of guitar sound. So that was kind of fun.
I thought that guitar sound was perfect, man. And just a simple riff for that middle section. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. I also think that it's, for me, I guess I would have to just say I think it's your best vocal performance that I've heard yet.
Ooh.
Wow, thank
Because-
you.
And I think the reason I'm saying that is not because your other stuff hasn't been good, but somehow it seemed like you were really very relaxed and at home in your voice on this particular number. And I don't know if that has to do with the range of the key you were in, or the range, or if it just has to do with the fact that you've been singing more and I don't know. Seems like you're getting more like, it felt effortless, you know. It felt like this is a vocal take that, you know, it wasn't labored over, and it was just kind of came out, and it felt very honest. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. I think you're right about the singing more, because I used to sing a lot, and actually it's a good segue to the next song I'm going to share. This next song is from 1996, and I used to sing all the time with that band, and so I was singing every day. But you know, once we started doing Rain in Eden, I rarely sing, and you know, it was kind of something we'd do once in a while, and I think I just got super self-conscious about it. So
Yeah.
And you have to have it from the dark wave era, the kind of straining throat singing style.
Yeah, I definitely have a dark wave kind of goth alternative tendency. But this one, I thought, you know, a friend of mine said when I was living back in Seattle, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and my friend said, you know, when you talk to your mom, you have a Western accent. And I think I worked really hard for a long time to suppress that because I didn't want a Western accent. But now I'm kind of thinking maybe that brings a little bit of expression to the music that might be a little closer to the inside head talking. I don't know.
Makes sense.
So this next one, I want to show a quick picture. This next one's from '96, and reason I'm so nostalgic about this is it's the 25th year this year of the release of the album that we were involved in back then. So there's a picture of the band that was released out on Ivy Records, and there's a very gothy me on the right side of the screen when I was a youngster. So
And baby Greg.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. So the next song is actually from that era, and it's called Isolation. And this song was inspired by driving back from motorcycling in Jericho in the middle of the desert. I had to get to work at a record store while I was at university, and I got up before sunrise, and this song was inspired by that. So I'll go ahead and play that one. Isolation.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. That's very old.
Your voice was young.
Yeah, I was young. the whole thing was young.
Yeah, 96. Wow.
That was ages ago.
Now, Kelly, you grew up in Utah, but you moved at some point to Seattle, right?
Yeah, right after university, and a year or so working in Utah, I moved up to Seattle. So like from one crazy gorgeous place to another crazy gorgeous place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that desert footage in that last video is just incredible. Wow.
We used to go every summer. My friend Charles from school, and his parents were into motorcycling. We'd go out to Jericho or Zion or one of the national parks out in the middle of nowhere, and ride motorcycles for a few days around the holidays. And when you grow up in that part of the world, you don't need to travel very far to get into a place that's just mind blowing, like another planet.
Incredible.
We took Meg to Bryce Canyon
Yeah.
about 6-7 years ago. What did you think of that?
Is that 7 years ago or
Yeah.
longer?
Actually, it might be. Yeah, it's 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It's 2014.
Yeah, sorry, it's a tiny part.
I think.
Right?
Anyway, yeah. Did you like that?
That was incredible.
Yeah, I'm plugging Utah. Don't live there. It's a terrible place to live. But go
Nice
visit.
place to.
Go visit.
Yeah, my friend.
I was in Utah once.
Yeah.
Only once.
Where?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I flew into Salt Lake City and played a festival gig with this Brazilian band I was with in New York City, and we flew out the next day. So
Okay.
I didn't see nothing except that I was bummed out that we couldn't get any alcohol. We couldn't even hardly get any coffee. This was like 1980, 81, 82, and wow, I mean, it's like you couldn't get a beer,
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, it was intense.
I'm not sure.
So
how
I
much
was like,
easier.
okay, I'm ready to leave now.
Yeah.
It's one of my good friends that I grew up with there was away from the state for a while, and they moved back because he's a skier, and the skiing in Utah is off the hook. And weirdly, climate change means they're skiing in June and July now. There's still snow on those mountains that late in the year. And then come summer, you're out in the desert. It's a great place. If we could just get the fair percentage of the population to move to Idaho, maybe, or then we could repopulate Utah overnight with all the refugees. Yeah.
Well, that's actually one thing I do remember about that gig was that the audience, after coming from New York, which is just the sort of mecca of ethnic diversity.
Yeah.
And we came to play in this festival in Salt Lake City, and I just felt like every single person was A, white, and B had basically sort of sandy blondish hair, and C were all wearing like khaki and pastel clothes, and I was kind of shuddering, It was just kind of like, this is really giving me the creeps, man.
So you got the full experience.
I got to get back to Brooklyn, man.
I think you got the full experience. We'll have to get you over there for the nature experience next, but I think you got society in one day.
Yeah, that was it. And I wish I could have seen some nature. That would have been great. Yeah.
Well, our headliner tonight is Mr. Robert Moreau.
Who is that? I've heard of him. Rob Moreau.
Never heard of the bump.
Moria. What's that? Moriau. Is that how you pronounce it? Moriau.
That's what they had put on my first bank card here. They just took all the letters and put it into katakana.
Oh, that's hilarious. Moriau. Moriau. You should change your name to that. I mean, my name is Robert Moriau. It's got a nice ring to it.
Stage name.
You're getting awfully close to a Sherlock Holmes villain with Moriarty.
Ah,
There you go.
yeah, that's right, Moriarty. Yeah, yeah.
My dark nature can come out.
Yes.
Well,
Hold nothing back.
last I heard, Robert was wearing a blue shirt with white patterns on it and was seen on Cafe Cheshme TV.
Ah, that's where I've seen him. Right. I knew that guy from somewhere. Yeah.
So, Rob, what have you got for us tonight?
Right. Well, the first song is one in the theme, and it's kind of funny because it went through some changes. It actually started out as a love song with reflecting skin with that theme, and that didn't go very far. It was like impossible to write after like one stanza, right? So it quickly became an Edge song. And then I was like racking my brain, like you guys had said earlier, about like, how can I do this? How can I do this? And then it just kind of like came out, this idea of two edges. It's like the edge of infinity versus the edge of destruction, right? Nature and city, people and, the message of like the trees.
Right.
So that's where it was. That's how it developed. This video is something that is kind of like, I did it fairly quickly, to get it done for the show, but I'm looking forward to kind of bringing this into the studio and developing it a little bit more. Yeah, so that's it. Two edges.
Let's hear it.
Let's go. Here we go.
One, two, three, four.
We looked surprised when the floods reached high, shifted blame when the wildfires flamed. We're trapped in cages of concrete and gold, profits earned and the world's been sold. Yet the winds are singing a law of the land. Won't you take some time to understand? North to the south, the east to the west, the message flows through the wood wide web. Stop, look up, see the infinite edge of forever, where the ancient legends meet the star-filled sky. Hear drum beats steady through the mystical mountain. Feel the spirit of nature, let it guide your way. It's getting too close, it's a knife-edge path of destruction. It's a view cut short by the tall, cold towers of steel. Straight lines meet stressed air in the heart of the city, where a mind can't fly and a soul's locked in turning gray. Turning gray. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Still at the edge of the night, reflects back every single star inside. Glass like sheet of reflecting skin, lights our eyes and it draws us in. Open your thought to the plain truth at hand, from the edge of the sky to the living land. The ancient voices, they speak to us all. The world is burning, will you heed the call? Stop, look up, see the infinite edge of forever, where the ancient legends meet the star-filled sky. Hear a drum beat steady through the mystical mountains. Feel the spirit of nature, let it guide your way. forever, where the ancient legend meet the star-filled sky. Hear drum beats steady through the mystical mountains. Feel the spirit of nature, let it guide your way.
Yay!
Thanks a lot.
The miracle of overdubbing.
Exactly.
You know, this whole video stars me, myself, and I, and some guy on guitar.
I do believe that's the first time I've ever seen you strum anything bigger than your tenor mandolin, or
Oh, the octave, yeah.
The octave mandolin. Yeah.
Oh, when you play guitar after the mandolin, it's like, going from the tennis court to the football field. The body of the thing is this big.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a mariachi band with one of those big ass like 4-string guitar things.
Yeah.
Right. It's really something else. It's a different feel on the neck. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And I play guitar about like once every 2 years. So again, it's, to get that back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
But lots of
song.
fun. Thanks. Yeah. Like I said, I don't feel like it's really quite finished yet. I do want to get it into studio and definitely like do some little changes and little polishing and stuff like that. Yeah.
But as a considering the way you did it, and it was pretty much boom, boom, boom. I think you did a fine job.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. No, it was as you guys were saying earlier and stuff like that. This one kind of got pushed to the edge when it came to the. Go right at that.
Yes.
This one kind of got pushed to the edge too. And last night I was, putting these, tracks together and saying, oh, well, I've got one more window. I've got one more empty box on this. What am I going to put in there? So, get down to it quick.
You could have put like a wind-up toy in it or something,
Well,
like
actually,
dancing clown.
Actually, I did this once, and I kind of in a cappella folks, when you're putting this thing together, you have to kind of plan how many of these window boxes you have before you start.
Uh-huh.
And if you miss one, it's too bad. But one time I was putting together a tune and I misplanned and I put an extra box in. And what I did is I just filmed my cat.
That's a good idea.
And it worked out well.
Perfect.
Because the thing was like sleeping, right? And when the music started, the cat kind of went like this. And looked up, and it's like Roger the cat is just listening to this tune as it goes, which is kind of cool. He didn't get up and walk away or anything.
That's
It's a lot
perfect,
of
man.
fun. Yeah.
And then you got the cat lover audience. So it doesn't even matter what the music is. Just look, it's a cat. It's a cat.
You put a hashtag and you'll get like 6 more likes.
Sure. That's right.
So
I've
we
got,
have one more, right?
Yes,
That's right.
one more.
And this one here, we were talking about like the spirit of collaboration and stuff like that. And this is a kind of for comedy country waltz that I did a while ago. And again, it's not quite theme, but it is a little bit of a working towards the edge of destruction. I call it my end of the world song. It's called Me, I'm All Right. And I've got Johnny Barefoot coming in on banjo, and we've got our good friend Annie singing with us as well. So it's a lot of fun. And, like you're saying, the whole Cheshme community and stuff, people working together. It's what it's all about. It's good.
That's
Let's
right.
go, let's go.
Old Esther Manifold's hid in the bottle like she hasn't done until now. She sits by the window, desperately waiting for cars to come through her garage door. And lonesome Bob Portland, whose sister's good looking, some say he's now sniffing shoe blue. For his dad was a cobbler with high-paying contracts, making shoes for the county chain gang. Yeah, but me, I'm alright. I just sit here at night, alone with my color TV. And I watch the lights crumble, they stumble and fumble. I give thanks to God it ain't me. Yesterday morning, I took a ride downtown for a coffee at Mabel's Cafe. She told me her no-good cockroach of a husband was having an affair with Faye. Yeah, Bob's sister Faye, who works at the butcher where ground beef's $1 a pound. Babel caught him last Tuesday behind Esther's garage when they thought there was no one around. Hey, but me, I'm alright. I just sit here at night, alone with my color TV. Now watch the lights crumble, they stumble and fumble, and I give thanks to God it ain't me. Yeah, me, I'm alright. I just sit here at night, alone with my color TV. And I watch the lights crumble, they stumble and fumble. I give thanks to God it ain't me. Mabel's man Jimmy works down at the plant, welding fuses to nuclear bombs. The work's pretty easy and the pay is okay. It's the government, what could go wrong? But he got caught last Tuesday with a checkout girl floozy and his welding arms going to pot. Now faced with the butcher, she lives with Aunt Esther and for breakfast drinks Jim Beam and Jack. But me, I'm alright. I just sit here at night, alone with my color TV. Now watch the lights crumble, they stumble and fumble. I give thanks to God it ain't me. Yeah, I thank the good Lord it ain't me.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Eddie. That was just so much fun to collab on.
I love that. It's a beautiful song.
That is.
Now, for those out there who don't know, this software that you use to put these videos together is called Acapella.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's a free download, right? Basically.
No.
Oh, you
it's
gotta pay
not
for it?
actually. Yeah, you got to be really careful with it because it's about $10 ish a month.
Oh.
But if you get the year, right, it
Yeah.
works out to be about $5 a month.
I see.
Oh.
But they don't tell you that.
Uh-huh.
So they just keep you on this monthly program unless you somehow find out about the yearly thing, right? But
That's kind of odd because usually companies will want you to do the sign up for a year,
Yeah.
but and
Yeah.
and publicize the fact that it's cheaper. But
Yeah. But I just found, when we all got locked down for COVID-19, and the way to collaborate with people was through, various apps.
yeah,
Some friends like Annie, like Johnny, they had this thing, and it's been just great, to work together.
yeah, it's very, very good.
It's really wonderful because you've had a few songs using that on our show over the
Yeah.
months, and it's
Yeah.
so cool how you can. I mean, it seems like almost like you guys are in the room together. It's so cool.
It's got the feeling of a live performance because basically, you have to lay down the whole track, right?
Right.
And then you
Not-
hand it off to different people.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is you have the video of people there playing the instrument, so it kind of feels like a live performance as well, right?
hmm
Yeah. So
I think, I don't feel like we're missing that as much when we see the songs that you guys have made using that, because when we're sitting in Cheshme and we're watching you guys play, there's moments where you're focusing on each, individual artist and someone catches your attention because they're doing something. I feel like I
Yeah.
can do that with that application.
yeah.
Wow.
I
Thank
like
you.
a lot of the same thing.
Oh, Kelly's ready.
Ah.
I love you, Mr. Morrow.
Oh,
Sorry, Kelly. He's married.
And Cheryl says, nice one.
Nice one.
thank you, Cheryl.
Wow. That's
Hey,
been-
Morgan says, reminds me a little of John Fox. Calm, deep, evolving slowly. I don't know who that is, John Fox. Anybody know who John Fox is?
No.
Foxx.
That was hearkening back to
the first tune?
Kelly's second song.
Oh, I see.
That
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
hearkening back to
Okay.
Kelly's second
Oh,
song.
okay. He was talking about Kelly's second song. So, calm, deep, evolving. We'll have to find out who John Fox is, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
You have been compared. John Fox.
Morgan, there are people in my life who introduce me to interesting artists, that present company included, and Morgan is always turning me on to something I haven't heard.
Mm.
Wow. Oh, Brandon.
Oh, Brandon.
Oh,
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Morgan says John Fox is from Ultravox.
Ah, Ultravox.
Okay, I'm just going to pass out now because I'm a major Ultravox fan. I don't know the band members' names, but I mean, Ultravox is like one of the bands that is a big inspiration for my generation of weird people.
There you go.
Weird people.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I think "Reap the Wild Wind" was like my theme song for 1 year at university.
Yay, baby.
Yeah, I love that band. Thanks, Morgan. Wow. So we got to get now. Brandon is another person who's from the whole Drunk Poets community.
Yeah, Brandon has shown up at Drunk Poets on a number of occasions and graced us with his presence and a little bit of reading here and there. Yeah.
and an incredible photographer.
Oh, yeah, his
Absolutely.
Yes.
incredible.
photographs are kick-ass.
Yeah. Find Brandon's website and check it out. Just incredible photos from all over the world.
And he also
Yeah.
posts a lot of stuff about advocacy for, for different
Myanmar.
causes as well. Yeah.
Especially Myanmar, yeah.
Yeah, he's been talking about that a lot lately. I think he must have a pretty strong personal connection. I think
Yeah.
he's probably spent a lot of time in Myanmar.
Yep. Wonderful guy. Hi,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Hey.
So that's our show.
Well, we're,
tonight.
Yeah, we had everybody for
Yeah.
today.
So there's going to be another song challenge, volume number 4.
This year.
Right on.
And I do believe that someone on this screen who was
On what screen?
the screen, is going to generate the themes for this one.
That's right. I will generate the themes and send them to you. I actually have like a kind of 1.5 ideas. So let me just finish off like a second idea. One of them, as we've been doing, one of them is going to be maybe a little bit more straightforward, and one of them is going to be maybe a little bit more abstract, and we'll see where they go from there.
Sounds
Will
good.
either of them have anything to do with the monkeys?
No,
No monkeys.
That was a big
Okay.
no.
probably not.
I suspect when Sam's turn comes up, we can expect something to do with monkeys or pigs.
Pigs, man, for sure. Pigs.
Whole squadrons of pigs.
Squadrons.
Still one of the most astonishing things I've ever seen in Japan, and being in Japan, this is a big statement, was Sam getting an entire room of people to play chickens and pigs
That was fun.
for an evening.
That was really fun.
Yeah,
I think that was for
fun.
your birthday, Kelly, wasn't it?
Was it mine or yours?
Or was it Meg's?
mine.
It was one
Yeah,
of your
it was
birthdays.
yours.
Yeah,
Megan
that
Me's
was the
birthday.
best birthday party.
Yeah.
Unbelievably cool.
I brought the whole arsenal of squeezy
Yeah.
pigs and chickens.
Awesome.
And everybody had two, one in each hand. That was fun. There's a video on YouTube. We'll
Yeah, we'll link
check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, link it. That was a fun night.
Yeah. So one last plug for next show.
Okay.
I'm going to throw that up again here real quick.
Okay.
So Sounds from the Edge, 9 to Earth, Santa Dharma are our two guests that night. And if you have a chance, come by and join us for that show. That's going to be on October 9th.
That's October 9th. And after that would be Halloween.
Yeah,
event.
we're going to take a break, right?
October 30 would be the 5th Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
And as you know, Halloween, being the most sacred of all holidays in all seriousness, is going to be done with as much madness as possible.
Okay.
Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, because this is a call to arms, we are plotting something completely insane for Christmas. We want to do an old-fashioned Christmas show. The kind of stuff that our generation grew up with seeing on TV or hearing on the radio, where folks come together and...
Excuse me, our generation?
Well... You guys might have been...
fade away?
You
Don't
might
try
have
to
been a
do
little
what
young.
we all say.
The 19...
Generation.
1850s.
1850s, okay.
The early television era, 1850s.
Okay.
So we're going to try to do a show for that, and we'd love to have as many folks join in on that. We're thinking to do that as kind of a pre-record, because we know folks get busy coming up for the real holiday, but we're going to air it on Christmas Eve in hopes that people will watch it while they're dressing the tree or opening presents or whatever you do on the eve. So
that would be the last show of 2021.
yeah, that's going to be the big shindig.
Okay.
So,
Oh, and so when is the next theme challenge show going to be?
It's going to be November.
Is that after Christmas?
November.
Yeah,
would be
November.
right.
November. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
so
That's going to be a Saturday in November, right?
November 27th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And we'll just be eagerly awaiting Rob's suggestions for the challenge.
and we hope
We'll see what we can do.
Nah. And
Yeah.
since it's cooling off, I hope folks will be home and have some time to join, and we'll have a big turnout for that
Yeah,
one.
you can join.
Hey, you folks at home.
Well, hugs and thank yous to you guys for joining us tonight. Mr. Robert Moreau, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey,
Mr. Sam Bennett and his mysterious friend.
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Leopold.
Forget his name.
And Megu, arigato.
And
Hey.
thank you.
And thanks
Kelly.
thanks to everyone out there for supporting us and for hanging
Yes,
out with
thank
us
you.
tonight.
As usual.
And I think on that note, we'll call it a night. Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Good night, friends.
Night night.